Hey y'all, I'm Tammy, and this is Collard Valley Cooks. And today we're making a delicious chicken and rice casserole. It's got some really good stuff in it. I'm going to show you how to make it. Let's get started. You're going to have chopped, cooked chicken. You're going to have mushrooms, sliced mushrooms in a 4-ounce can. You're going to have a cream of mushroom and a cream of chicken soup. You're going to have some wild rice in a box. Let's see what we got here. This one must have the seasoning in the rice, which is fine. Yes, the rice is in, the seasoning is actually in the rice, which is absolutely fine. And then here's our peas I got out of the freezer. You're going to use a cup of milk and a cup of water. Spray a pan and cook it up. We're going to top it today with some crispy fried onions. Now, you can top it with anything you wish. You could use buttered crackers or crushed Ritz crackers, or some people use potato chips, whatever you want to do. But I thought the onion would be really good. So that's what we're going to use today. And we're going to get started. The first thing you're going to do is start with your wet ingredients so you can mix them up good. All right, you're going to use your cup of milk. And you're going to get a cup of hot water. So really, this is the same amount of water you would use to cook the rice if you were cooking the rice separately, because you've got to hydrate it while it's in the oven. And then you're going to add the juice from your mushrooms. And 2 soups, 1 chicken, 1 mushroom. Now, if for some reason somebody don't like mushrooms, just use cream of chicken. And don't use the mushrooms. And there's not enough liquid in the mushrooms to really worry about replacing that liquid, in my opinion. So I wouldn't worry about that. And you can use this with a different meat. Today we're using chicken. And we're just going to mix that up really good before we add our rice and chicken. It's super easy. We're also going to chop up an onion and throw in here, make it good. So just get it mixed up good, just like that. Have your oven over here preheating at 350 degrees. And now we're going to chop up some onion and chop up the chicken just a little bit, all right? So, let's do that. So you just need a medium onion. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. We are going to have a good casserole meal. And fix it and forget it kind of meal, really, which is nice. We're starting it early. I don't know if y'all see this early. You probably won't see this until the evening when we post it. But I'm also going to show y'all today how to print out a recipe from our website, okay? So stay tuned for that at the end. You're going to want to see that if you've never done it, so that you can figure out how to do it. Okay. Now we're just going to add the rest of our ingredients, really, except our topping, okay? So, like, this is an Aldi rice, and lots of times if you buy, like, Uncle Ben, is it Uncle Ben's? Yeah. If you buy Uncle Ben's or something like that, lots of times they have a packet in the box. And this has the seasoning in the rice, which is fine. So as long as you use both of them, you're doing good. Just don't forget to put the seasoning pack in if it's in a separate pack, okay? And now we're going to use some chicken. And you should use about 3 cups at least of chicken. And this is from a chicken that I boiled. And we used part of it for a Mexican dinner. And now we're using some in this casserole. And the kids are going to come and eat with us tomorrow, so I'm going to warm this up for them tomorrow. This has got a little bit of the broth on the bottom of it, and that's fine too. Be good. That should be enough chicken in there. Got enough chicken to do something else with. All right, let me get rid of this. You don't need that. Once you add these bigger pieces, I'm going to add our mushrooms. And like I said, if you don't like mushrooms, then of course you don't have to add them. Some of these are kind of big. I'm going to chop them up a little bit. And that's up to you if you want to do that or not. I guess I should say mushroom pieces. Would probably be better for a casserole. These are sliced mushrooms. No, it says pieces and stems. So they're just big pieces. So if you have a favorite casserole, let me know, what you put in your chicken and rice casserole today. If you have a ingredient that you think really makes it taste good. I'm sure that some of y'all would like pimentos in here. But this is kind of a savory, casserole. And if you're serving it to kids, of course, you could leave out the cream of mushrooms. Just use the chicken, cream of chicken, and omit the little pieces of mushroom. They might be picky and not want it. And we're going to add some peas to this today. That's totally optional as well. So if you got a picky bunch of eaters, of course, you don't have to do that either. Wash my hands. Good. So good to see everybody today. We're having a great day already. We really are. All right. Happy do you smell that chicken? You do, don't you? My puppy smells the chicken. She's not a puppy, but she's an old woman, really. 14 years old. All right. Just put about a cup in there. Probably work. Then I can save some for a rainy day when I want some to put in some soup or something. Just throw them back in the freezer. We're going to mix this up. And do a good job because that rice and that seasoning is in there. So this has got plenty of salt in it because of the cream of mushroom and the cream of chicken. If you're watching your salt intake, then get low sodium when you buy that. Already looks good. The peas make it pretty. And of course that is optional, like I told you. All right, I'm going to spray me a casserole dish. I'm trying to think if this is going to be big enough. It shouldn't, swell up or anything. It's just really going to heat and bubble. Now, this is a casserole. We're not putting cheese in. Me and Chris aren't as crazy about cheese as some of you are. So you could always have the option of not using, putting some cheese in it if you want to. But that's not something we always do. We like lots of times to eat stuff that's, more savory. And let me scrape this out a little bit better. All right, I'm going to have to do it this way. Y'all just going to have to wait on me a minute. I can't do it backwards and do a good job. I don't want to waste my food. All right, so there's our casserole. It is full. I might put a little piece of foil under it, just in case. All right, and then I'm going to put some of these French fried onions on top. And if you don't have an oval baking dish, just put it in a 13 by 9. Just about everybody has a 13 by 9, even if it's something you cook your sheet cakes in. gonna be good. It's gonna be delicious. All right, we're gonna slide this in the oven and bake it until it's hot and bubbly, because you got to get that rice done. So I would say at least 30 minutes, 30 to 40 minutes would be a good time for that. We'll see you in a little while. All right, see you in a few. Okay, I'm going to show y'all how to get to our website. If you don't have it tagged or whatever, you're just going to type in Collard Valley Cooks. Just like that. You'll hit the enter. And you're going to see our YouTube channels listed first. And then you're going to see our YouTube channel is listed first. You're going to have to get closer than that. Our YouTube channel is listed first, and then you're going to see our website. And then over here to the right, if it locates us, you're also going to see a button to the website here. So you can use this button, or you can just go here, whichever way you want to do it. Okay? Most of the time, when I go to websites, I go from this part. All right, this is our website. And when you first pull it up, there is, if you scroll, this is an advertisement. And if you scroll, you have a search bar. You can search a recipe here, or you can just go directly to the recipe page. So you can search a recipe here, or you can go directly to the recipe page. So let's search Granny Green Beans. G-R-A-N-N-Y, green beans. And you hit enter. And it's going to pull up the cookbooks that have Granny Green Beans in them. And a printable recipe is here. And you can click that, and it takes you to our Granny Green Bean page. There's the printable recipe is here. You can click that. It's going to open it up in a PDF format. And then you're able to go over here where the print icon is and hit the print button, choose your printer, and print this document. And that way you can go into the kitchen and cook it. I'll go ahead and print it and let you see how big it is. This is printing on an 8.5 by 11. So it's going to be pretty big. Now I'm going to show y'all one other way to do it. While Chris gets that off the printer, let's go back to the home page. And let's say you just want to look for recipes. You can go to Southern Recipes, and you can pick which category. So let's say you have some chicken and you want to do something with chicken. You can go to Chicken Recipes. You can scroll. And I have them in categorize. I have them categorized. So you can see these are Asian dishes. Then you've got casseroles. Then you've got crock pot, Italian recipes with chicken. Then you've got fried chicken, all different kinds of fried chicken, and we got plenty of those. And then you've got Mexican style. You've got oven, which means you're going to cook it in the oven. You've got pasta, soup, stews, stovetop. So whenever you pick one out, let's say you like, you got some drumsticks cheap at the grocery store this week. You can make these delicious drumsticks. You just click it, and you do the same thing that we did with the Granny Green Beans. So they're going to print on your 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and they're going to print really large, okay? So in our cookbooks, they're on the 8.5 by 5.5 sheet. But when you print them at home, they're going to be on a really large sheet. So you can tell if you lay this down on the counter to cook, you can see it very well. So if you don't know how to print our recipes, that's how to print them. If for some reason a ad pops up, just know that you don't have to enter an ad, just exit out of it. I've tried to take the pop-ups off the computer advertisement page, and right now we've just got mostly just square ads and then video ads. And so you shouldn't have the ones that pop up and cover the whole screen anymore, because they're just so confusing for you. We make good money on them, but I turned them off because it's just too hard on y'all to try to maneuver and get rid of those ads. So if you stopped going to the website because you didn't like those ads or because you clicked on something you didn't mean to, you might want to try again because I have updated it and took off those pop-up ads. All right. And all of our recipes are on that website. So you're going to find hundreds of recipes right there at your fingertips. And I can guarantee you one thing, they're all delicious. All right, we're going to dig in to this delicious casserole. Still nice and warm. I know these onions are going to make it even better, y'all. And look, it just looks so good. All that good stuff in the middle looks delicious. We're going to give it a try. Make sure you let it sit out for a little while because it's still hot. And we've been letting it sit out for quite a while, at least 30 minutes. That's a good casserole, y'all. Perfect flavor. It's not too salty. It's just absolutely delicious. I hope y'all give it a try. And if you just got to have some cheese, throw some in there, all right? But me and Chris do like some dishes without cheese. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. And we thank you for watching Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like Mama did. Bye, y'all. Love ya.